Hey, Mr. Odom here, and today we are going to look at some problems from section 2.4, multiplication and division of rational numbers. So first this first video, we're just gonna focus on dividing rational numbers. In the next one, we will practice multiplying rational numbers. So for this video, you'll need a pencil, composition book, or notebook paper as always, and probably a calculator. Especially for the last problem, we'll just use our calculator. The learning target for this video is at the end, hopefully you will feel better with your ability to divide rational numbers, and you can go out in front of your house and scream at the top of your lungs, I can divide rational numbers. Okay, just don't scream too loud. You might wake up the neighbors if you're doing this, watch this video in the evening. All right, so we'll get started. Remember, when we are dividing rational numbers, we have to remember to keep, change, and flip. So we turn division into multiplication. So let me do that. Let me write down the first rational number. That's keeping. I'm keeping it. Let me change the sign to multiplication. And then flip means let me write the reciprocal. The reciprocal of 2/5 is 5/2. Okay, so we can go ahead and do that. And then what do we do? Well, now I can multiply. And remember, multiplying different signs, so my answer will be negative. And it's going to be negative 35 over 20. All right, negative 35 over 20. Can I simplify that? You sure can. You can divide both numerator and denominator by 5. So this becomes negative 7. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So you can leave your answer like that if you want. If you want to write it as a mixed number, you would write it as negative 1 and 3/4, because 4 goes into 7 one time. 7 minus 4 is 3, and then there you go. So that is the answer to number 10. Let's look at number 12. So again, I'm going to keep the first rational number, change the sign, and then flip the second rational number, or write the reciprocal. So negative 9/8 is the reciprocal. All right, multiplying two numbers that have the same sign, my answer will be positive. And look at all this canceling that's going on here. I'm canceling like a crazy, mad math teacher. Okay, all that canceling. And what does that leave me with? 1 times 1 is just 1 in the numerator. 1 times 1 is 1 in the denominator. And then 1 divided by 1 is just 1. Okay, so that is number 12. Number 14. First thing I want to do is change negative 2 4/5 into an improper fraction. So this will be negative. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. So I have negative 14/5. Keep, change the sign, and then flip. So when you do this, remember, think of this as negative 7 over 1. So I'm going to flip that, and this is going to be negative 1/7. And let me fix my parentheses here. So negative 1 over 7. All right, and again, these have the same sign, so my answer will be positive. And this is just going to be, what is it? 14 times 1 is 14. And then 5 times 7 is 35. Can you simplify this? Yes, you can divide both numerator and denominator by 7. 14 divided by 7 is 2. 35 divided by 7 is 5. And boom, we are done. The last problem, the only thing we have to do is make sure that we get the sign of our answer correct. So they have different signs, so my answer will be negative. And now the second thing I have to get correct is making sure that I put the correct values in my calculator. So 8.722 divided by negative 3.56. I'm putting this in my calculator right now as I talk to you, and I get this answer, negative 2.45. And, is that correct? Well, it is, but one of the things we could do is estimate, right? 8.7, that is approximately 9, right? It's close to 9. Divided by negative 3.56, that's close to negative 4. So if I put that in my calculator, 9 divided by negative 4, I get, what do I get? Negative 2.25. So I would hope, since I'm estimating, this is my estimate, my real answer should be close to negative 2.25. And it turns out it is. Sometimes estimating an answer helps you to make sure that your answer is correct. All right, and that you have the decimal in the right spot. Okay, so that's the correct answer, negative 2.45. All right, so that's it for now. Make another video where we're going to practice multiplication. So this is Mr. Odom, and I'm out. You guys are awesome. Thanks for showing up.